Hey guys. Okay, today I've literally filmed like, my red wings on. I filmed like so many different things randomly. So I don't know, I'm just on a roll. But, and also all these videos are like really random and not planned and very casual, which I like. I like casual videos, but just a warning, I may have had 2 glasses of wine. Well, this is my second. I'm just keeping it real. I'm kind of a hot mess right now, the way I look, but it's okay. Anyway, my husband actually suggested that I talk about this. And I'm like, what am I going to talk about? Like, what? I'm going to complain about my finances? Like, what am I going to say? You know, like, I don't know. But anyway, I thought about it and I'm like, I understand that it is something that a lot of people struggle with, especially in the first year of marriage. Not even just marriage, just in life. But I mean, for people who are in a marriage for the first year, financially, maybe not even just the first year, but finances are a huge thing. It's like the #1 cause of divorce and stuff. So it's definitely a topic that should be discussed. And I'm all about discussing important things, but this is what I want to talk about. There are some days that are really challenging and really rough, and like, I don't know if I play it cool or you guys can see, but I'm not always, you know, in high spirits. I definitely promote being positive and like fighting through things and stuff like that, but I have my days for sure. And me and my husband are not by any means wealthy, or I mean, I think that's obvious, but we're not where we want to be. Let's just put it that way. But we're definitely grateful for what we have. Like, don't get that twisted. Like, we are very grateful for what we have. And God always provides regardless. But I think what we've come to realize is, at the end of the day, there's just no excuses. There's really no excuses for, you know, he keeps saying, we just have to boss up. Like, literally, like, you guys know we're both like entrepreneurs, kind of. I mean, I have a job, he has a job, but we're entrepreneurs. And with being an entrepreneur, there's just so much that goes into it. So much, you have to just like have drive and passion, and there's just so much that goes into it. And continually educating yourself and pushing yourself and being creative and getting inspired and working hard, you know? And so yeah, there's no excuses. And I mean, but my point is, some of you aren't entrepreneurs. Some of you are just having a financial crisis and you're going through stuff. And, you know, I don't know. I guess I just want to promote that it's okay to not be okay, you know? I think that the biggest thing is communication. I think with your spouse, or, I mean, I guess I'm talking to people who are married in that aspect. Communication and planning and, you know, both having vision and communicating what you see for yourselves and just working towards it and how you can work towards it. Because it's going to happen. It's bound to happen in every relationship, you know. Most people can struggle with finances. So I think it's just like staying motivated, and not every day you're going to be motivated, but you have to kind of push through. And like, the biggest thing that I feel like we are learning, or more so like just talking about, is just basically like, there's no more complaining. Like, we can't complain about it. I mean, because that's not going to get you anywhere, literally, like nowhere. And I think it's hard when it comes to a marriage, because one person might be doing something, they're not on the same page, and like, they're spending more money than you are, or they're being irresponsible, or they're not bossing up like you are, or they're, or like the other way around. Like, so there's a lot of factors that go into it, and what they're spending money on, what you're spending money on. So I get it. It's like can be very complicated. At the end of the day, you're married and you have to figure it out. You have to communicate. You have to work on it together, and you're a team. So I mean, if you're not married, then I guess it can still go, like, I do want to talk to you guys too, because I get that I was single, and there's just a struggle, especially if you live in New York. I mean, it's real, you know, like, it's not cheap to live, and you basically have to work your ass off to live. And I don't want to live like that. Like, I don't know about you guys, but I'm not trying to have like a regular 9 to 5 and then like maybe have to work a second job, third job. Like, you know, I'm not saying you shouldn't work hard. Believe me, you should work hard. You should have good work ethic. But my point is, like, for the rest of my life, like, I don't want to live like that. Like, that's not who I am. That's not who I was created to be. And it's not because I'm lazy. It's more so because I have such passion and creativity, and I know I'm so much more than, you know, what they want us to be, like a 9 to 5, if that makes sense. What is my point? What am I getting at? Is that nothing's ever perfect. Like, I know you're gonna have bad days and low days and times where it's a really big struggle, and I totally understand that, and just don't give up, you know? You have to have vision. I just want to encourage you to have vision. Always think about what you want for your future and what it's going to take to get there. What do you have to do, like, from now till then? And like, for specifically those who want to be entrepreneurs or have a passion for something, a career, like, you know what you want to do, like, just, you have to fight through it, and like, just don't make any more excuses. Don't complain. Just do it, you know? Like, that's what I'm realizing. Like, I complain too much. Like, okay, so I'm not exactly where I want to be. It doesn't matter. Like, you'll get there. You just have to do it. You just have to do it. And I understand that there's going to be rough days, but there's going to be great days too, you know? And also another thing I was just thinking about, I was just scrolling through Instagram, and I'm just seeing like how many women are literally pushing and succeeding. And I'm just like, you know, like, sometimes you get a little like upset, or you get a little like depressed when you see things on social media and you're like, oh my gosh, they're doing so good, and like, what am I doing, you know? I honestly feel in this moment like actually very grateful and very happy for women that are really pushing and really striving and like just doing what their calling is, and like fulfilling their purpose. They're doing what they love to do. They have passion, they have creativity. I just feel this like overwhelming sense of appreciation just for women that I see, who I'm following, or like who were like fellow blogger friends, or just like social media friends, or whatever. Like, they're pushing towards their dreams, and like, they're just going for it, you know? Like, and I don't know if it sounds cheesy or not, but like, I don't know, I guess I'm happy to see women not settling, you know? And I was just thinking of like, I don't know, queens never quit. Queens never quit. So, you know, if you're struggling right now and you just feel lost and just upset and just you're having a bad day, or you're just having a lot of financial issues, like, I get it. We've all been there, most of us, and it's okay, you know? And you're gonna get through it. You just have to have vision. You have to have something to look forward to, like, and push towards it. And just work every day and work hard for what you want to do and what you want to accomplish. Like, if you're just working to pay your bills and survive, like, that's not living. You're not living your life. And so I just want to encourage you to just find your passion and what you're good at and what you want out of life, and go for it, you know? And I'm not trying to sound cheesy, like, I genuinely feel like that. And no matter what it takes, you know? Because I'm not where I want to be yet. And I'm by no means anywhere near where I want to be, but I'm working towards that. And that's what I want to promote. Like, regardless of my financial situation and regardless of what's in my bank account, like, I'm working towards what I want out of life. And that's more to me than any dollar. You know what I mean? Like, me doing what my calling is more important to me than what is in my bank account. It would be nice to have a little more. It'd be nice. And it will be. But, you know what I mean? Don't let that be the deciding factor of your marriage. Don't let that ruin your marriage. Don't let that ruin your relationships. Don't let that ruin your vision and your confidence, because I know it can be really hard. This camera literally keeps shutting off every like 15 seconds, so it's really pissing me off because it's like devil trying to take away what I'm saying right now, and it ain't happening. Okay? Don't let that derail you from your journey and your purpose. So just understand that that is the #1 cause for divorce. Don't let that be the reason for you. You know, it's gonna be okay. Any questions you guys have for me or whatever you want to ask me, comment below your thoughts. Are you struggling as well? Just comment your thoughts. I love you guys. Subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next video.